Welcome back. Well, if your green thumb could use a little help, yes, we have a great opportunity. There's actually a series of classes where you can really get some help and design your vision for your backyard space.
This man his name is Daryl Beyers, and he is an incredible man. He just wrote a book, Gardener's Handbook. Is also the coordinator for the New York Botanical Gardens Gardening Certificate Program. How do you get to be that?
Well, you garden for a long time.
And you do it well.
And you get good at it. Actually, that is the main lesson of this gardening book.
Okay.
Is that by gardening...
Can I see that?
Guaranteed garden success
That's
in
right.
one
That's
go-to
right.
book. So this is for people like us who don't know what we're doing?
Exactly.
It's
the new Gardener's Handbook.
Okay.
So it's going to teach you how to... Basically, there's a slogan out there. It's like, you only know a plant until you've killed it 3 times. Have you ever heard that one?
No.
I haven't.
Well, we don't want to kill...
That's our motto.
We don't want to kill any plants anymore. We
I
don't want
just
to kill
don't want to get plants because I'm afraid I'm going to kill them. I told you I love hydrangeas because those are like crock pots. You set and forget. Like they just go.
Yeah, and they're like that nice late summer bloom. It's like the perfect choice for the summer gardens.
But you need stuff another time. So we're going to learn, like, what if people are wondering how to get the best use of their space. So if you're looking at an area and you're like, that's just an eyesore, I want to do something. What do you think of first?
The trick is to plan it out in sequencing. And so when we're thinking about garden design, we work in layers. We're always thinking about layers.
Okay.
And so the first layer is that canopy layer.
Okay.
The trees and things like that are around you. And so you always want to have at least one, if you have a big enough area, you want like one tree thing, but it could be a big maple tree, it could be a smaller cherry tree or something even smaller. There's a hydrangea tree that you could grow. You could plant that.
Those. And I like because they're skinny and then they get...
Yeah, and then they do their thing. And then you sort of scale it down and then you do your shrub layer. And then you're working in your understory. It's just like how it works in the forest. It's the same thing. And then you get to the bottom layer, which is the ground plant layer, and that's when it really gets fun because now it's flowers and you can get down into vegetables. I grow my vegetables with my flowers. I mix it all together.
Yeah, I like to do that too. I like to put the marigolds in with the vegetables because it's supposed to keep the insects away.
Yeah, that's a good trick. That's a good trick. There's another plant called a mole plant. That you can plant around your vegetable garden, and the moles get near their roots and they don't like it.
I don't like moles.
And then they stay away. And the moles can wreck your garden.
You know, I just opened to page 140. Just ironic. The most compelling argument against synthetic fertilizers is that they have one nasty side effect. They kill the soil.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, there's fascinating information in this book that's good for the layman.
Does that mean most of the stuff we're buying at a big box store, that's a synthetic fertilizer?
Not always, because what's happened is now that we think a little bit more sustainably, and we think about sustainable gardening and sustainable garden design and more organically.
Yeah.
If I was talking to you 20 years ago when I taught my first classes, we wouldn't be talking the same way that we talk now, where we understand the importance of organics. And the problem, and the good news is, even the big companies are switching. They understand that gardeners
just
and
like
homeowners,
our food, it's getting
we're
better.
Smarter and we know what to do. We know what not to do and what to do.
Talk to us about Hollister House.
Hollister House is a wonderful resource here in Connecticut. Washington, Connecticut, and it's a private garden that has become this education center. And so the garden is amazing. You can go and tour the garden and walk around and get good design ideas there.
Sure.
You'll see some hydrangeas there. They're going to be there for sure.
Incredible. We've seen video of them, but you're going to be there teaching a class.
I'm going to be there is it the second weekend of June? 7th,
8th, and 9th.
7th, 8th, and 9th. We're going to do a garden design workshop. And we come on Friday evening. I get everybody set up and we start thinking of what we're doing. And then we break out the paper and the graph paper and the plant lists. And Saturday and Sunday we design a garden. So you show up.
You stay over? Or you
Some
come
people
in?
do.
Okay.
A lot of people are local and they drive in. But I have one student where she's a little bit further away and she's just stays at a nice B&B and kind of hangs out.
Incredible.
And you leave the class with a garden plan. You're going to have a garden plan.
We only have about 30. What the importance of water?
Water. Gotta water. Water is life.
Water is life. And if you don't do it, everything dies.
Yeah, but the good news is, if you plan your garden the right way and you put it in the right kind of a design, you can garden for low water. You can do a low water garden. We call it summer dry gardens.
That's what we need.
It's the kind of gardening I do. Or they call it drought tolerant sometimes.
Cacti.
So you can pick the plants that are actually going to do way better with no water. And then once your plants are established, you can just let them do their thing, and then you just like show up and look at them and enjoy them. That's the trick.
Well, we can't wait to
That's
see you in
awesome.
June. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, sure.
Where do you get the Carhartt overalls?
Online. I just
Online,
buy it,
they're
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I got a couple of different colors.
And where's
yeah.
your brother Daryl?
My other brother Daryl's back home in up in the top of the
And your
Sacramento
other
Valley.
brother Daryl?
And he's down in Atlanta.
Okay, thank you for playing along with
Thanks
us.
so much.
So-
All right.
Super,
Thank you,
super.
everyone. The book, here we go. This is what you need. The New Gardener's Handbook. Grow a Beautiful and Bountiful Garden by Daryl Beyers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daryl. It was a pleasure to have you.
Oh, super fun.
We'll be right back.